Of course. You know, the camera falls right when you're about to hit play and record and all that, but we're gonna just go in like this. Hello there. This is gonna be my first video about talking about guitars. So it's gonna be a series on talking about guitars. Yep. So I've been playing for quite some time. It's like the 5th grade. I got a bachelor's degree now, just recently graduated. And so, but like I've just been playing off and on, so I'm not like a virtuoso or anything like that. I can't do any crazy Steve Vai shit, but I know what I am talking about in terms of gear. And just kind of like what I've noticed. This is what this series is going to be about, just shit that I've kind of noticed. I mean, you can comment down below about shit that you've noticed or something, and then, you know, we can have ourselves a little conversation or something. But so I've been playing live for about 7 years now, with a band and stuff, and then we play around in the Chicagoland area quite a bit. But so I've noticed a few things through that as well about people's gear and stuff like that. And overall, you know, a lot of people have like good gear. It's not like, oh, you should be using a tube amp instead of a solid state or some shit like that. You know, that's bullshit. All right, you can just use whatever you want, so long as it works for you. The problem is it gets to a point where it just doesn't work. And, you know, I see a lot of like up and coming bands struggling and stuff like that. And, you know, you might have questions about how to make your gear more reliable or something like that, you know? And so that's kind of what this is going to be about as well. So let's just get right into this. So there's a lot of speculation of what type of brand guitar you ought to use, you know? Like, you should avoid Squier. You know, you should only play and invest in Fender. You know, the top of the line stuff. Forget Epiphone. Try to get a Gibson or something like that. But like, that's what sometimes your mind does to you as well. Like, you see all these professional players using all these high grade instruments, but they cost so much money, right? You don't have to spend an arm and a leg to get something solid. Okay, first case being is this Squier Strat that I did not purchase this. This was a gift to me, a birthday gift for my girlfriend. And so that was really sweet of her and stuff like that. But I've been wanting to do like a budget build and stuff. So you're a kid asking for a guitar for their birthday or Christmas or something like that, I totally recommend playing a few Squiers, because like they're hit and miss, you know. It's not, but even Fender stuff sometimes is hit and miss as well. But, you know, there are a couple things you can do to make it better. But if you're gonna invest that money already on something that you've already spent $600 to $500 on, I'd rather just get something cheaper like this. I'm looking at Sweetwater right now, $210. That's how much this guitar costs brand new. $210 is a pretty solid base to start out with, you know, at least in my opinion. It's a pretty solid start for a beginner, you know. And then when you go on to gig around, stuff like that, you know, people are gonna look the other way with something like that than a higher quality, you know, instrument. You spent this $210 on a guitar, all right? There's some upgrades that you can do to make it slightly better, okay? But this is when investing in yourself comes into play, because I knew that the electronics on a stock Squier is not going to be all the greatest and stuff, but, you know, they sell very easy kits that you can just pop in, pop out. It's a very versatile platform. I'm going to stutter a lot. It's a very versatile platform that you can just mod, do whatever the hell you want with, right? That's why I chose this platform. Sure. What are some recommendations that I would give to somebody if they just got this? I remember within the first month, because I have the date when I purchased all that extra stuff, which was around this time last year, but on the 26th of March, 2024, I had spent $280 on top of this cost if you were to buy it, to just do some upgrades that I felt that was necessary. That being, I got a couple of GraphTech products, so like a new nut and new saddles and stuff. I found that I pop less strings with them. They're actually pretty worth it, with the whole year of me using them. We kind of touched based on the wiring and stuff that's on a stock Squier, and they have really great capacitors. They're like little itty bitty, little tiny guys, and my God, what I replaced it with one of them 920D custom wiring harnesses. That was $100, but fuck, man, that $100 makes a difference in how reliable the instrument becomes, and it really opens up, the pickups that it has, because the pickups most of the time they last. Like recently, I had to purchase a new neck pickup because the one that came with the guitar failed on me. So, even if you do have to kind of look into replacing things here and there as the guitar ages, because this is my main dig right here. So that'll cost whatever you want, because you don't have to get a fancy pickup to replace it. I did, because I'm not fancy, but if I'm gonna have to replace something, I'd rather replace it with something good, Henceforth, me talking about this, talking in this video. And then I also switched the bridge pickup on it to a Hot Rails, because I like how that sounds and stuff. And with these upgrades, it just became like a really good quality Fender guitar, or Ibanez RG, that you would spend $600 on, and then still thinking, I need to do more stuff to this guitar later down the line. This is to just avoid all that bullshit, to get you to think a little bit more consciously about the purchases that you're making, because shit's not cheap, and I always try to find a good deal on what's the best bang for your buck, as in terms of having some good stuff, that you can use live. And you take it to a person that knows their shit. I did my work myself. It's pretty simple with single coil pickups. You could look up on YouTube and see how to do all these things, and save you some cash there. But yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video about some ideas, I guess, that you could have, if you're thinking about getting a new guitar. Try a budget build for a Strat, because I think it's kind of worth it. I've been pretty happy over the little over a year that I had this set up. And also, shout out to Guyker, Guyker, because out of the blue, I just was looking for locking tuners, and they hold up pretty good. with all different types of size and gauge strings, because I use different gauge strings. You know, I like to mess around with that type of stuff. I recommend throwing. You don't have to throw, you know, an exorbitant amount of money at every little part that you need. You know, you can just see what things are working for others, and even give something a try, like I did with these locking tuners. You know, it's gonna be trial and error sometimes, but you know, if you get the right things, it'd be less trial and error. You know, that happens, at least in my experience. I don't know, you could have a different one too, but yeah, that's all I wanted to say.